بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutation upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, and upon his family, his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. To proceed, ikhwan, Allahumma ماذا علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وربنا زدنا علما والحمد لله رب العالمين. Oh Allah, we ask that you teach us that which will benefit us, and that you benefit us with that which you have taught us, and that you increase all of us upon knowledge. And all praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds. Allahumma ahdina li ahsan al-akhlaq la yahdi li ahsaniha illa ant wasrif anna sayyi al-akhlaq la yasrif anna sayyiha illa ant. Oh Allah, we ask that you guide us to good character, for verily no one can guide us to good character except you. And we ask that you keep away from us evil character, for verily no one can keep away from us evil character except you. To proceed, إخوان, فنواصل معكم في هذه الليلة المباركة الكريمة عونا من الرحمن الرحيم. So we continue in this blessed and noble night of ours, seeking the aid and the assistance of our Lord, the most merciful and the most compassionate. مستفيدين ومتعلمين من اللغة العربية Al-Arabiya. So we continue in this blessed and noble night of ours, whereas we're coming together, trying to increase ourselves upon knowledge from the science of learning the Arabic language. فلأصحاب الكتب فلعلنا وصلنا بحمد الله تعالى إلى صفحة 56. And perhaps we have arrived, bihamdillah, for all those that have the book, at page number 86, not 56, 86. Now, at page number 86. Page number 86. طيب, we passed 86 يا اخوان. 87. Page number 87. طيب, من يذكرنا بفائدة تعلمناها قبل. Who can give us a benefit that we had the honor to learn previously? Assalamu alaikum. من معنا الليلة? Who's with us tonight يا اخوان? الشاشة موجودة يا اخوان؟ لا. لحظة. انظروا الآن إن شاء الله تعالى تجدونها بإذن الله تعالى. طيب, من يذكرنا بفائدة? Who can give us a benefit يا إخوان?
علامات كلمات المؤنث ها.
طيب, from the signs of the mu'annath is the ha. جميلا, you can say that. طيب, أعطينا مثالا, give us an example إن شاء الله.
كلمة عليها.
طيب, عليها. جميلا. طيب, our brother Abu Zubair is reminding us of the pronoun the ha. ففي كل لحظة وفي كل مثال ضمير الها يعود إلى المؤنث. In every example you can mention, ya ikhwan, the ha is going to return back to something feminine. In every example you can mention, the ha is going to return back to something feminine. فنقول مثلا, so we say, for example, نقول مثلا, we say, alright, let's make our view a little wider يا إخوان. طيب, فنقول كيف أمك. We're talking to a brother مثلا, and we say, كيف أمك. كيف أمك. من يترجم, who can translate. كيف أمك. أحسنتي. How is your mother? Where's my شدة يا إخوان. كيف أمك. فيقول المخاطب, and then the doer, طيب, and then the one that was being addressed, we said, how is your mother. طيب, and then the one that was being addressed, he replies, فيقول هي بخير والحمد لله. The person says هي بخير والحمد لله. وعليك السلام يا شيخ. He says هي بخير والحمد لله. طيب, من يترجم, who can translate. She is well. But give me something better than well. بخير. بخير. الحمد لله. Huh? A better translation for خير. Hey, she is good. Better than well. أحيانا نقول خير بمعنى well. وهذا خطأ يا إخوان. خير أفضل من well. أفضل من well. Sometimes, remember يا إخوان, we may use a word. طيب, who do we have? Sheikh Nakir, Abu Zubair, Aliyah, Sitabalisi. طيب, we may say the word خير is well. خير. But technically, there are better translations out there. Better meanings. خير is greater than well. خير is going to be good or goodness, for example, not well. Well is like la ba's. He's okay. Well is okay. Maybe a little better than okay. But خير is the opposite. عكس الشر. خير is the opposite of evil. Well is not the opposite of evil. خير is the opposite of evil. So خير will be better to say good or goodness, for example. طيب, هي بخير. So we say she is in goodness. Not well. She is good or in goodness or upon goodness. Walhamdulillah. And all praise belongs to Allah. طيب, ثم نقول سلم عليها. Then the person that's speaking says سلم عليها. Give her the greetings. He says, the mother is Muslim. He says, Salam alayha. Salam alayha. Give her, recite to her, bestow upon her the greetings of al-Islam from me. Salam alayha. Or you can say, Iqra alayha as-salam. Iqra alayha as-salam. Iqra alayha as-salam. This should be Hamza without Hamza. طيب. This question is for Alia. لماذا كتبنا كلمة اقرأ بدون حمزة? Why did we write the word اقرأ without the Hamza? Huh?
Because of the cover.
Ah. Who else? This is for هذا سؤالي Sister Valacy. لماذا كتبنا اقرأ بدون حمزة? Why did we write the verb اقرأ without the Hamza?
Oh, I know it now. I've what? But Valacy can try it.
Sister Valacy, تفضلي.
Was it like giving a command?
Close تقربتي. شيخ نكير تفضل. لماذا ما كتبنا الحمزة على اقرأ أو في كلمة اقرأ? Why don't we write the Hamza in the word اقرأ? You agree with Sister Valacy? طيب, it's a command form. It is a command form. طيب, something more specific. Whose turn? Abu Zubayr, تفضل. دورك. Your turn.
I'm kind of afflicted with which one it is. It could be the Fi'l Amr.
Fi'l Amr?
Kalam.
Our sister says the sound is breaking up. طيب, we'll try our best with the sound, ya ikhwan. It is the command form, ya ikhwan. طيب. Our sister says in English, well is used to describe the condition. In the case, do use good, well when translating. طيب, I'm not saying you can't use well, ya ikhwan, for khayr. I'm saying that wouldn't be a good translation if you use it. Khayr is more than just well. Well is more like, okay, I'm doing alright, I'm doing well. No, khayr is afdalu min well, is greater than well. Is greater than well. طيب, ما والله أعلم. الله knows best. ما كتبنا همزة ها هنا لأنه إذا كتبنا الهمزة فيكون الألف هنا أو الحمزة القطع وهنا الحمزة للوصل. So the answer would be the reason is not written because the hamza on this word is a hamzatul wasl, not the hamzatul qati'. Remember, ya ikhwan, the wasl لا تكتب أبدا. The hamzatul wasl is never written, ever. والقطع تكتب دائما. And the hamzatul qati' is always written. If you see a hamza, it's the qati'. If you don't see a hamza, it's the wasl. That's a principle for you brothers and sisters studying tajweed. If you see the hamza, it's a qati'. If you don't see the hamza, it's a wasl. No. Allah alam. طيب. So the man says, Sallim alayha. Bestow the greetings upon her. This ha تعود إلى المرأة. The ha goes back to a woman. Or you can say اقرأ عليها السلام. Similar meaning. سلم عليها. Give her the greetings. اقرأ عليها السلام. Recite upon her the greetings. طيب. Recite upon her the greeting. Is it allowed to give the salam to a Christian or a Jew?
No.
Our brother says no. Our sister says, ارفعي صوتك قليلا. Raise your voice slightly.
I said you can't greet them with it. Like you can't greet them with it first, but they say it to you, you can return it to them.
Our sister says, if the Christian or Jew gives you salams, then you can return it to them. طيب. ما عنده غيره? Who else has something else to add? A Christian yusallimu alayka. A Christian says, Assalamu alayka. What do you say back?
The same thing.
This,
Alaikum.
wa alaykum. طيب. Some scholars say that. What's the strongest opinion? You say back to them.
Return the greeting with that which is like it.
And you return the greeting with at least that which is similar to it or that which is better. So قال بعض العلماء أن هذه الآية عامة وهذا صحيح. Some scholars they say this verse is general. Allah Ta'ala didn't say إذا يسلم عليك المسلم إذا يسلم عليك اليهودي إذا يسلم عليك النصراني إذا يسلم عليك كذا وكذا. لا, هذه الآية عامة. Allah didn't restrict. Allah didn't specify. He didn't say if a Muslim greets you. Allah didn't say if a Christian greets you. Allah didn't say if a Jewish man or woman greets you. Allah left it general. So the strongest opinion from the people of knowledge, Wallahu alam, and Allah knows best, is that if anyone greets you, Musliman kana, أو نصرانيا كان, أو يهوديا كان, أو غير هذا, if a Muslim greets you, a Christian greets you, or a Jewish man greets you or woman, or someone other than these three, and they give you the clear salams, not you have doubt in what they're saying, no, it's clear, Assalamu alaikum, that you at least give them what they gave you. If they say Assalamu alaikum, then you at least have to say Wa alayka salamu. If they say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi, then you at least have to say Wa alayka salamu wa rahmatullahi. وهكذا. وهذا الأعلى أو هذا الأفضل والله أعلم. And this is the best, and Allah knows best. وهو كلام ابن قيم وغيره رحمه الله تعالى. And that's the speech of Ibn Qayyim and other than him, and Shaykh Albani from our time, and may Allah have mercy upon all the ulama. Some scholars say you just say wa alaikum. Other scholars say no. سبب قول النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام وعليكم لليهودي لأجل ماذا قال اليهودي للنبي. وهذا صحيح. The reason the Prophet said wa alaikum to the Jewish man wasn't because he was a Jewish man. No. Was because of what the Jewish man said. Some scholars say it was because he was a Jewish man. No. The strongest opinion from the people of knowledge, wallahu alam, is the reason the Prophet said, and you, wasn't because of what the man believed in, was because of what the man said. The man said to the Prophet of Allah, Samu alaykum, or Samu alayka. He said, may death or may poison be upon you. So the Prophet said, Wa alayka, and you. So the reason the Prophet shortened it was because of what the man said, not because of what the man believed in. Wallahu alam. And Allah knows best. Man عنده غيره. Who else has something to add, ya ikhwan? طيب.
Something like,
تفضل.
y'all speak Allah, like Allah guide you or something like that.
You can say that in general, but if they give you the salams, the ikhtilaf of the scholars is, do you give them the whole greeting or do you shorten it? All of the scholars of hadith, they mention لا تبدأوا المسلمون السلام اليهود والنصارى. The scholars of hadith, they mention you don't begin the salams to a Jew or a Christian. Yes. But when they give you the salams, do you shorten it or do you give them what they gave you? The strongest opinion is that you give them what they gave you. At least. And it's better to add to that. It's better to always do the best. That's the best. To do the best. But at least you give them what they gave you. طيب نمشي إن شاء الله. Let's continue يا إخوان. لأصحاب الكتب وصلنا إلى 87. For all those that have the book, turn to 87. بوسط الصفحة, in the middle of the page. قال ثامنا, eighthly, or the eighth exercise. حاول كما في النموذج. Change or alter as it comes in the example. النموذج. قرأت الكتاب. I read the book. الكتاب قرأته. The book, I read it. قرأت الصحيفة. الصحيفة قرأتها. I read the newspaper. The newspaper, I read it. طيب الآن سنحول هذه الجمل إن شاء الله تعالى كما ترون. So we're going to change these sentences as you see. فمثلا, so he says قرأت الكتاب. So this is our exercise for today يا إخوان. قرأت الكتاب. Who didn't translate yet يا إخوان؟ تفضل شيخ نكيه ترجم, translate. قرأت الكتاب. جميلا. I read the book. جميلا. طيب الآن سنحولها. We're going to change this sentence and we're going to say الكتاب. The book, I read it. الكتاب. قرأته. The book, I read it. الكتاب قرأته. So now we're going to say the book, I read it. نفس القاعدة, same principle. الضمير علينا أن نركز على شيئين. For the pronoun, we have to focus on two things. ما هما? What are they? MashaAllah, accent. The gender and the number. The gender and the number. طيب الكتاب مفرد. كتاب singular. الكتاب مذكر. كتاب is masculine. فنستخدمه. So we're going to use who. قرأته. If it's feminine, نستخدم ها. طيب you say مثلا رأيت عائشة. طيب I saw. رأيت عائشة. I saw عائشة. Whose turn for the question يا إخوان? Who didn't get a question yet? Sakina's with us tonight. Where's our list يا إخوان? Sheikh Nakia Abu Zubayr Sakina. طيب, this question is for Sakina. أين المفعول به? Where is the مفعول به in this sentence? عائشة. ما شاء الله, جميل. أنت مفعول به وبعائشة. عائشة وبذا مفعول به. مفعول به. جميلا. مفعول به. مفعول به. كيف عرفنا? How do we know that? Whose turn? Alia, تفضلي. How do we know that Aisha is the مفعول به?
all the time. Right, the verb, the damir two is the day.
Correct. But what taught you that? Or what gives you the indication of what you're saying is right? You're right, but what's showing you that? How did you know that? What's the sign? What's the sign that showed you that? Hey, that is mansub. أحسنت. إذا نرى اسما بعد فعل منصوبا فهو أو في أغلب الأوقات هو مفعول به. If you see a noun in the accusative case coming after a verb, most of the time it's going to be the مفعول به. If you see a noun coming after a verb and the verb type and the noun is accusative and it comes after the verb, most of the time it's the مفعول به. The مفعول به. طيب. So Aisha is the accusative noun that the action of the verb fell on. And la yafham, who doesn't understand? So now we say Ra'aytu Aishata. I saw Aisha. Now you're going to say Aishatu Ra'aytuha. Aisha, I saw her. That's our drill. This should be a yeah. Ra'aytuha. So now we went from I saw Aisha. I saw Aisha to Aisha. I saw her. Remember, ya ikhwan, it's eloquent to use pronouns. Practice. Familiarize yourself with pronouns. It's eloquent. Did you pray the Fajr? Yes, I prayed it. Now we're going to say, Aisha, I saw her. That's our drill. It's a nice drill to practice with the ikhwan. Did you cook the food? Yes, the food, I cooked it. That's eloquent. Did you go to class? Yes, the class, I went to it. Allahu Akbar. So that's our drill, inshallah ta'ala. Each one is going to take a turn. أريدكم قراءة الجملة ثم تغيرها. So what I want you to do is read the sentence and then you're going to change it. All right. Who wants to be the first reader? Father Sheikh Nakir. أنت الأول. You're number one. Good. حولها. Change it. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar. Ahsanta, ya Shaykh. So number one, you should have qara'tu darsa. Qara'tu ad-darsa. I read or I recited the lesson. Maybe he's memorizing. Allahu Akbar. Or maybe he read it. Allahu Akbar. Qara'tu ad-dars. I read the lesson. And then it becomes ad-darsu qara'tuhu. The lesson I read. Allahu Akbar. That's our drill. Alright, number two. Whose turn? أبو زبير تفضل.
طيب قرأت عنوانا.
Good. حولها. Change it.
العنوان قرأته.
ما شاء الله. العنوان قرأته. أحسنت. So number 2, you should have قرأت العنوان. And then it's going to change. العنوان قرأته. Practice with the pronoun. It's eloquent to use the pronouns, ya ikhwan. You don't always have to be redundant. Did you go to the masjid? Yes, I went to the masjid. Did you go to the store? Yes, I went to the store. You can substitute the noun for the pronoun. Allahu Akbar. So you're going to say al-unwanu qara'tuhu. The address or the theme or the title. I read it. Allahu Akbar. May Allah bless you all. Barakallahu lakum jami'a. طيب الثالثة number 3. Sister Valacy, تفضلي.
قرأت الكتاب.
Good. حوليها. Change it.
الكتاب قرأته.
MashaAllah. Jamilan. The book I read. So you're going to write. Oh yeah. قرأت الكتاب. Then it becomes الكتاب قرأته. Allahu Akbar. So you should have for number 3. قرأت الكتاب. I read the book. Then you should have الكتاب قرأته. The book I read it. طيب الرابعة number 4. آلية تفضلي.
قرأت الرسالة.
Good.
الرسالة
الرسالة قرأتها. قرأت الرسالة. I read the letter. قرأت. طيب should be همزة. قرأت الرسالة. Then you should have الرسالة. Someone is trying to log on يا إخوان. الرسالة قرأتها. رسالة is feminine, so use the feminine pronoun. قرأتها. The letter, I read it. Allahu Akbar. طيب number 5. الخامسة سكينة تفضلي.
كتبت الدرس.
Good. حاول.
كتبته.
طيب. Say it one more time. You went in and out.
كتبت الدرس.
Good. كتبته. جميلا. كتبت الدرس. طيب. Now you're going to write الدرس كتبته. أحسنتي. الدرس كتبته. طيب. أحسنتي. Whose turn يا إخوان؟ كتبت الدرس. I read. طيب. I wrote the lesson. The lesson, I wrote it. طيب. السادسة. Number 6. I can't see my list يا إخوان. If there's anyone that I'm not calling your name, I'm not deliberately neglecting your name. I just can't see who's there. Anyone I didn't call ya ikhwan? That's everyone? Everyone read and translated? Huh?
You called everybody.
طيب. طيب, now we're going back around يا إخوان. شيخنا كيف؟ تفضل.
كتبته عنوانا.
طيب, كتبت العنوان. Good. Now change the sentence.
العنوان كتبته.
MashaAllah. I read. طيب. I wrote the address or the title or the theme. The address or the title or the theme I wrote. MashaAllah. Sent. Abu Zubayr, تفضل.
So yeah. كتبت كتابة.
Good.
الكتاب كتبته.
جميلا. I wrote the book. The book I wrote. Allahu Akbar. Ustaran Sister Valesi, تفضلي.
كتبت أورو رسالة.
Good.
أورو رسالة كتبتها.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. جميلا. I wrote the letter. The letter I wrote it. جميلا. طيب, تاسعا. Number 9. حاول كما في النموذج. Change, alter as it comes in the example. النموذج, the example. هل تعرف أحمد? Do you know أحمد? نعم أعرفه. Yes, I know him. طيب, نفس التمرين. The same exercise يا إخوان. Same exercise. نبدل الاسم للضمير. We're changing. نبدل الاسم للضمير. We're substituting the noun for the pronoun. That's it. نبدل الاسم للضمير. A nice drill يا إخوان. We are substituting the noun for the pronoun. That's it. It's eloquent to do, ya ikhwan. So get in the habit, familiarize yourself with doing this. You don't always have to say the noun that's mentioned. You can substitute it for the pronoun. Right? So he says, هل تعرف أحمد? Do you know Ahmed? Are you familiar with Ahmed? Do you know Ahmed? Or are you familiar? Or you can say, are you acquainted with Ahmed? You don't have to say Ahmed's name again. It's already mentioned. You can. He can say what? Na'am a'arifu Ahmed. You can say that. There's nothing wrong with repeating it, but you don't have to. He can say Na'am a'arifu Ahmeda. Yes, I know Ahmed. You can say that. But Ahmed is already mentioned. So you don't have to. Some of the students think you have to mention it again. No, you don't have to. He can say, yes, I know Ahmed. هذا صحيح. That's correct. لكن يمكننا أيضا في اللغة أن نبدل الاسم للضمير. Or you can also change the noun. Let's replace Ahmed for a pronoun. And we say, Na'am. Yes. A'arifu who. Yes, I know him. That's what I want you to practice with the ikhwan. Taking the noun away, replacing the noun with the pronoun. Na'am a'arifuhu. Yes, I know him. طيب من لا يفهم, who doesn't understand. طيب نمشي, let's continue. Whose turn? آلية تفضلي.
تعرف المدرس؟
Good.
نعم أعرفه.
جميلا. Do you know the teacher? نعم أعرفه. Yes, I know him. So number 1, you should have هل تعرف المدرس? Do you know the teacher? Whose turn for the question? طيب Sheikh Nakir, أين الفعل? Where's the verb?
Whose name you say?
Sheikh Nakir, where أين الفعل? Where's the verb?
تعرف.
MashaAllah, accent. تعريفه is the verb. طيب Sister Valesi, أي نوع كلمة حال? What type of word is حال?
It's a question.
It's a word used for question. Correct. Abu Zubayr, أعنها, help her out.
حرف الاستفهام.
جميلا. الله أكبر. Is حرف الاستفهام. Where's my fa? طيب. Particle of asking. Particle of asking. حرف الاستفهام. Article of asking or inquiry. Whose turn? Aliyah. طيب. Let's give Aliyah a hard question يا إخوان. طيب. هل تعرف المدرسة؟ ترجم هذه الجملة. Translate the sentence.
Do you know the teacher?
Do you know the teacher? What else could it be?
The male? Do you know the male?
Do you know the male teacher? That's it.
It could be, does she know the male teacher?
Do you know or does she know? Whose turn? طيب Sakina.
Do you know or does she know?
What type of noun is mudarris? See who's been going back to their older lessons. What type of noun is mudarris? Only the ones that review is going to get this one right. Her sis, how do you say I don't know in Arabic? Jamilan Ahsanti. Man ya'lam, who knows what type of noun is mudarris? It's mudakir, nah, mudakar, nah. But something else, something more detailed. It's mufrad, that's correct. It's mudakar, something more detailed, something grammatical. It is the maf'ul. It is the maf'ul bi. Something else that nobody mentions. Nobody's going to mention this unless you go over your vocab. It is ma'rifa also. All of that's correct. Something greater than that. What type of word is it? It is ma'rifa. It is mudhakkar. It is masculine. It is definite. What else you said? It is mufrad. Yes. Something more detailed. It is a noun. No one's going to get this one unless you go over your lessons. You make the maraja. Oh. Whoever get this one right, we got to give them a gift, ya ikhwan. The word is al-mudarris. Whoever get this one right, I owe them a gift. Al-mudarris. Everything you said is right, ya ikhwan. It is mudhakkar. It is masculine. It is mufrad. It is singular. It is marifa. Alif lam. Yes. Something greater than that. Something more detailed than all of that. Huh?
Is it a profession?
All right, sisters, say it again.
A profession?
It is a profession. You're good. You can say that. Our question is grammatical.
Oh.
What type of everything you guys mentioned is correct. It is a profession. It is definite. It is masculine. It is mufradan, singular. كل هذا صحيح. All of that's correct. شيء.
Are you professor in Arabic or English?
It's up to you. We prefer Arabic. Or, who said that? Not the script. Somebody said something else here, Juan, but they said in a low voice. Somebody is saying the ism fa'il. Is that correct? Sakina, Allahu Akbar. Tayyib, remember we learned if the verb has tayyib, مثلا darasa. We mentioned if you say darasa, to study. We learned the ism fa'il if the verb has 3 letters. The ism fa'il. The ism al-fa'il. Where's my alif? Oh yeah. Al-fa'il. If it has 3 letters, just memorize this shape. Fa'il. And make the word look like that. And you got it. The ism fa'il. From darasa, make it look like fa'il. That's it. Make it look like fa'ilun. So darasa would be darisun. The one that is doing the action. So darasa means to study. Darisun is a student. Someone studying. Kataba means to write. Kataba. Katibun. Just make it look like fa'ilun. Katibun is a writer. The one that is doing the writing. If the verb is on the fa'ala form, darasa, same type of word, but it's going to look different. Darasa means to teach. So the one that is teaching, same type of word. On this wazn, it's going to look like mufa'ilun. Mufa'ilun. Memorize that shape. Mufa'ilun. This is the ism fa'il of the fa'ala form. This is the ism al-fa'il on the form fa'ala. Fa'ala. This is the ism fa'il on the form fa'ala. Memorize this shape. We mentioned half of Arabic is memorizing shapes. Or maybe more than half of Arabic. is memorizing shapes. I may not know the meaning of the word, but if I learn the shape, I can tell you the function. I can tell you what type of word is it just by memorizing the shape. I may not know the address, but when you get to the masjid, make it right. Memorizing the shape. So now, darasa, you want to bring this in fa'il from darasa, make it look like mufa'il, becomes mudarris. So the mudarrisun is the one doing the action of to teach, the one doing the teaching. So he is a teacher. So Sakina got that one correct, ya ikhwan. That's the ism fa'il of darasa. So we owe Sakina a gift, inshallah ta'ala. All of you are correct, ya ikhwan. One of the best ways to keep the knowledge fresh is by asking questions. That's one of the main reasons I miss Yemen, ya ikhwan. Because the way they kept the knowledge fresh, every time you pass by a student of knowledge, he gives you a benefit. He asks you a hadith. You give him a hadith. Y'all give salams. I'll see you tomorrow. Every time you pass by a sheikh, the sheikh says, hadithan, hadithan. Give me a hadith, ya akhi. You say, قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام المرء على من على المرء على دين خليله فلينظر أحدكم إلى من يخالل من حديث أبي هريرة. The person is on the religion of his companions. So let everyone look at who he chooses as his companions. He says, Shukran, Salaam Alaikum. So one of the best ways to keep the knowledge fresh is by asking questions. Your wife is cooking, you say, hey, where is this verse at? And you recite an ayah. قال الله تعالى إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Except those who believe and perform actions of righteousness and perform actions of righteousness and exalt one another to truth and exalt one another to patience. She says, Surah Al-Asr. You say, Shukran. The children are playing with their game. You say, hey, Abdalim, where is this hadith? قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Actions are based upon intentions. He says, Hadith Umar and al-Bukhari wa Muslim. Shukran. One of the best ways to keep the knowledge fresh is by asking questions. May Allah reward the scholars of Yemen and outside of Yemen, ya ikhwan, and all the students of knowledge. Namshi, let's continue. Question number 2. Whose turn? Who's after Aliyah? Sakina, تفضلي. اقرأي وحولي. Read the sentence and then change it.
هل تعرف الطبيب؟
Good.
نعم تعرفه.
Change your ta to alif.
نعم أعرفه.
Jamilan. Do you know the doctor? Yes, I know him. Allahu Akbar. Whose turn? Sister Valaisi, تفضلي.
هل تعرف طبيبة؟
Good. Change it. Or
what is it? I could confuse the Aleph and the I together.
MashaAllah. Na'am. أعرفه. أعرفه. طيب فائدة يا إخوان. We'll give you a benefit. We'll give you a benefit. طيب نعم وأجل. نعم and أجل. أجل. They both mean yes. Na'am and ajal. Na'am and ajal. طيب وعند العرب Our sister says معذرة عندنا أذهب إلى الدرس. طيب لا بأس. بارك الله فيكم. طيب. So the word na'am and ajal, they both mean yes. They both mean yes. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. طيب na'am and ajal. Everywhere you can use na'am, you can use ajal. Everywhere you can use ajal, you can use na'am. You can also say a word you may not hear often, where you can show emphasis to the affirmation. You can say طبعا نعم. طبعا نعم. Of course. Yes. Of course so. You're emphasizing it. طبعا نعم. It's like a double yes. Of course. Yes. Or of course so. طبعا نعم. So now we have three. نعم. أجل. طبعا نعم. Our sister says we have another class. Yes, everyone that has the sisters that have their other class, tafaddalu, tafaddalu. May Allah bless you all. May Allah increase all of your knowledge. طيب. We'll give you another one, ya ikhwan. The word bala. Bala. Not bel, but bala. Bala. You just have to be careful with bala, because if the question is in the negation, then you're affirming the negation. If the question is in the affirmation, you're affirming the affirmation. So you have to be careful with bala. For example, if you say, for example, طيب, say مثلا, you say أما ذهبت إلى الدرس. أما ذهبت إلى الدرس. Someone says to you أما ذهبت إلى الدرس. Have you not went to the class? Or did you not go to the class? The person says, have you not have you not gone to the class? How funny. طيب. So the ma هنا حرف النفي. The ma here is a particle of negation. So if you affirm it, you're affirming the negation. So if someone says أما ذهبت إلى الدرس, and you say yes, that means yes, I did not go to the class. So in this regard, you will use bala. And not yes, because the sentence is a negative. If you say yes, you're affirming the negation. Did you not cook? Yes. Meaning, yes, I did not cook. So you would say bala. in that regard. So pay attention with Bella there. We'll talk about Bella later on, inshallah, when we get more into some grammar. Another one you can use is E. Sheikh Mukbul used this one a lot also. The word E. E also means yes. E. بمعنى نعم. E. E also means yes. Not A. E. Also means yes. So pay attention there, ikhwan. So let's finish up, inshallah, and then we'll stop there, inshallah. Number 3. Whose turn? Abu Zubayr. Tfadal. نعم. حاولها. Change it. I think you're in a different sentence. Make it mufrad, masculine. Or make it mudhakkar, masculine. Number 3. نعم. لا بأس. طالبة. Good. Why are you making it feminine? نعم أعرفه. نعم. Keep it مذكر. نعم. Whose turn? Our sister Nadira, number 4.
تعرف ممرضة.
Good.
نعم تعرفه.
Change your ta to a alif.
أعرفه.
Hey, نعم أعرفه. أحسنت. كلمة ممرض يا إخوان. مررنا بها. We had this word before, بحمد الله. الممرض is the male nurse. The male nurse. الممرض. الممرض. The male nurse. The feminine will be الممرضة. الممرضة or الممرضة. الممرضة. So female nurse. And then the male nurse. ممرض and ممرضة. طيب our last sentence يا إخوان. شيخ نكير تفضل. أين الشيخ نكير يا إخوان؟ طيب أبو زبير number 5. تفضل شيخ. Good. حاولها. Change it.
Use a word that you used from the few words that you were talking about earlier would be agile.
No, change it. Instead of هل تعرف المهندس? Do you know the engineer? You're going to say yes and then use the pronoun. Instead of repeating the engineer, you're going to say yes, I know him. Hey, نعم أعرفه. And the word muhandis, once again, is an engineer. أحسنت يا أخوان. المهندس. نعم. الحمد لله. Alright. For homework, I want you to complete the next exercise. The same drill, but just for the feminine. Just for the feminine. Al-Muhandisu is an engineer. For the same exercise, now lil mu'annath for the feminine. And that should be on the following page. Or the same page at the bottom, 88. Nah. And then go on and always try to read ahead, ikhwan, in all of your lessons, not just Arabic. Every class you have, you always want to be a few pages above the class. So try your best. We didn't get here yet to read the next chapter, or try to read the next chapter. في السكن والمطعم, in the house or residence, and the mat'am, the restaurant. But for homework, continue these 5 sentences here. Same exercise, but now it's for the feminine. هل تعرف المدرسة? Do you know the female teacher? نعم أعرفها. Now it's feminine. And we'll continue inshallah ta'ala. In this book, as I mentioned, we should be done within 20 lessons. Today is class number 14. We may be done before 20. I projected 20. Wallahu alam. It looks like we may be done before that. We're almost on 90 already. This book is kind of small, alhamdulillah. So we'll stop there, inshallah. And we'll continue the next class. فَنَصَبْتُ فَمِنَ اللَّهِ وَنَخْتَطُ مِنْ نَفْسِي. Anything I said that's correct is from Allah. Anything I said that's correct is from Allah. Anything I said is incorrect is from myself. And may Allah bless you all. We'll upload the class to the Telegram along with the notes as soon as they upload, inshallah. And may Allah bless you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.